Hi, this is Raj, Unleashing Talent, and welcome back on another podcast. Today, we will talk about the power of leading with care and compassion. People are not data, they are emotions, they are stories, and they are dreams. The world of data has metrics, KRAs and KPIs and measures and bell curves and so many things that would just devastate people. People are not like that. If you want to see people, see beyond data, what goes inside those data, what happens when people bring up those data for you. You measure an individual's performance based on the data. You should measure individual performance based on how much you helped, how much you supported that individual in bringing out the best in them. That's what matters when we talk about leading with compassion and care. Did you understand why the individual did not come up to your expectations on data? You wanted them to be 5 out of 5 and they needed your help. They did not come to you thinking you are not approachable. They thought you would not be able to help. You gave them a task. You assigned a data-driven measures for them, which is okay. But did you check with them their situation, their personal life, their family life, their individual life, who they are, what they are thinking at that point of time, what their story is? Those are the kind of things that are very, very important. So there is a world of data and there is a world of emotions. A leader who's successful and effective needs to balance between the world of data and the world of emotions. We live in a world that is driven by metrics, dashboards, and performance numbers. And that is okay because end of the day, we have to make profits for the stakeholders. But who are the people who make profits for the stakeholders? The people who are working on the ground. And those people who are working on the ground, they have emotions, they have expectations, they need security, they need you to support, they need you to motivate, they need you to handle them with care and compassion. When you handle them with care and compassion, things change. Data is okay, but leadership at its core is not about managing data, it's about understanding people. Do you agree? If you do not manage your people well, will you have the right kind of data that you expect from people? If 30% of your people are disengaged, that means you already are losing 30% of your revenue or profitability somewhere. Every name on your team list represents a living story. The pressure of performance and targets often start seeing people as roles and not human beings. Story data can tell you what is happening. Output, the efficiency, and deadlines, of course, they can, but it cannot tell you why it is happening. The emotions, the motivation, the silent fears behind the numbers. Now, I'm sure you would agree that a motivated employee would produce more than an unmotivated employee. So even if you meet your metrics and your goals, your measurable goals, you have still not been able to explore the best in the people. A leader who treats people like data ends up leading statistics, not souls. And that's not what is expected out of the leadership. And that's where connection, the heartbeat of leadership, gets lost. The leader has to connect with people. That's what is more important. People should feel connected. They should feel lifted when they talk to you. They should feel motivated when they talk to you. They should feel they can come to you and talk to you and take your help and support because you are much more expert than they are, and you have much more visibility to certain things that they are not. So they have unsaid expectations from you, which you have to understand and you have to visualize and then change your stance. What happens when you don't lead with care and compassion? First thing, the trust will break down. People will start feeling down. They do what is required, but not what is possible. They would display their talent, but they would not be able to unleash their potential. You might meet targets, but you will lose on your team. People don't leave companies, they leave managers. And that's the reason why people lose their managers and managers lose their people. Work becomes mechanical. It becomes mechanical. You might meet the target, but you lose the team. So that's what happens. So what are some of the ways you could lead people with care and compassion and unleash their potential? First of all, see beyond the role. A simple "How are you doing today?" or asking, meeting, smiling. People should resonate with you. People should have that confidence that they can reach out to you anytime. Remember, people are working on 10 different tasks. On one task, they need your help. On another task, they need you to delegate. And your ability to understand that is extremely important. Your ability to understand who needs what support at what time is important. What's your role? Clear path for people. And how do you clear path? When you understand what they are going through, what is happening to them, what support they need. The next important thing is listen to them. Listen to them. That's very important. Listening is not as easy as we feel. Many top leaders and CEOs fail to listen to people. But remember, you have to pay the cost of not listening to the people, either at the individual level or at the team level or at the organization level. You cannot just respond. You need to listen to even what is not being said, because it is somewhere impacting your revenue and profitability and your connect with the people. People are the company. Now, most important aspect is there is a difference between the outcomes and the effort. It's extremely important for leaders to understand the efforts that have gone in the process of accomplishing the results, whatsoever the result is. Remember, people are not only responsible for the results. As a leader, you are more responsible for the results than the people are. So celebrate the effort people are making. That you should have the ability to see the efforts that's going on. And then during the effort that they are making, you have to help and support people. In a data-driven culture, we tend to reward only for results. That's not the right way. So my number 3 is understand the effort that's going on and celebrate that effort. You have to understand the journey that people are going through, the stories that they have. If you're not aware of your people, you cannot extend care and compassion. So connect with people. That's extremely important. In the end, leadership is not about data accuracy. It is about emotional authenticity. When you lead with care and compassion, and of course, curiosity, you don't just get performance. Your team becomes a high performance team. People are not numbers. They are emotions. They are stories. They are dreams waiting for someone to believe in them. Thank you so much.